Last night, a 72-year-old woman reached for a glass of water in her kitchen. 3 seconds later, she was on the floor with a fractured hip. This morning, a 68-year-old man stood up from his favorite chair, felt the room spinning, and grabbed the wall just in time to prevent a catastrophic fall. By the end of today, over 36,000 older adults in America alone will end up in emergency rooms because of falls. And here's what terrifies me most as a physician. Nearly 95% of these falls could have been prevented if people knew what I'm about to share with you. If you've noticed you're holding onto railings more tightly, if you felt dizzy when standing up, or if you've caught yourself stumbling more often than you used to, please don't skip this video. What I'm going to tell you in the next few minutes could quite literally save your life, or at least save you from losing your independence forever. Today, we're going to talk about something that doesn't get nearly enough attention: balance disorders, and how the right nutrition can be your first line of defense against falls. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dr. Carter's Senior Health Guide. I'm Dr. Min June Carter, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is a safe space where we talk honestly about the health challenges that matter most to you as you age, and more importantly, what you can actually do about them. Now, before we dive in, I need to warn you. What I'm about to share today is urgent, so please, stay with me. Section 1. Understanding the problem. Let me be completely honest with you. Balance problems aren't just a normal part of aging that you have to accept. Yes, our balance systems do change as we get older, but the debilitating dizziness, the vertigo, the constant fear of falling, these are not inevitable. Your balance depends on 3 critical systems working together: your inner ear, which acts like a biological gyroscope; your vision, which helps orient you in space; and something called proprioception, the sensors in your muscles and joints that tell your brain where your body is positioned. When even one of these systems starts failing, your risk of falling skyrockets. Here's what most people don't realize: nutritional deficiencies are quietly sabotaging these systems. Your inner ear needs specific nutrients to function properly. Your muscles need fuel to respond quickly when you lose your balance. Your nervous system needs building blocks to send signals fast enough to catch yourself. When these nutrients are missing, your body simply cannot maintain proper balance, no matter how careful you try to be. And the consequences? They're devastating. 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year. More than 800,000 are hospitalized. Hip fractures lead to permanent disability in 50% of cases. 20 to 30% of people who fall suffer moderate to severe injuries. And here's the statistic that should alarm everyone. Falls are the leading cause of fatal and non-fatal injuries among older adults. But here's the good news, and please listen carefully. Many of these falls are absolutely preventable through proper nutrition and targeted supplementation. Section 2. The nutritional foundation for balance. Vitamin D, the balance protector. Let's start with what I call the balance vitamin, vitamin D. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that vitamin D deficiency might be the most overlooked factor in fall risk. Here's why vitamin D is absolutely critical. It doesn't just strengthen your bones, though that's important. Vitamin D receptors are found throughout your inner ear, in the very structures that control your balance. Studies have shown that people with low vitamin D levels have a significantly higher risk of vertigo and balance problems. But it gets even more important. Vitamin D is essential for muscle strength. When you start to lose your balance, your muscles need to contract quickly and powerfully to stabilize you. Without adequate vitamin D, your muscles literally cannot respond fast enough. Research has demonstrated that vitamin D supplementation can reduce fall risk by up to 23% in older adults. The problem? Most seniors are deficient. If you're over 65, you need at least 800 to 1,000 IU daily, and many experts now recommend 2,000 IU. Your skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight as you age, and you probably spend less time outdoors than you used to. The best food sources include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week. Fortified dairy products, egg yolks, and fortified cereals can help, but honestly, most people need supplementation to reach optimal levels. I strongly recommend getting your vitamin D levels tested. You want your blood level to be at least 30 nanograms per milliliter, and ideally between 40 and 60. Vitamin B12, the nerve protector. Now, let's talk about vitamin B12, which is absolutely crucial for balance, but often completely ignored. B12 is essential for maintaining the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your nerves that allows electrical signals to travel quickly. When B12 is deficient, this coating deteriorates and nerve signals slow down. That means the message from your foot saying, "We're losing balance," takes longer to reach your brain, and your brain's command to catch yourself takes longer to reach your muscles. Those milliseconds can be the difference between catching yourself and hitting the ground. B12 deficiency also causes something called peripheral neuropathy, numbness and tingling in your feet and legs. If you can't feel the ground properly under your feet, your proprioception, your body's sense of position, is compromised. You literally don't know where your feet are, which makes balance nearly impossible. Here's the alarming part. Up to 20% of older adults are B12 deficient, and the percentage is even higher in those over 75. Why? Because stomach acid production decreases with age, and you need stomach acid to absorb B12 from food. Many common medications, especially proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux and metformin for diabetes, further block B12 absorption. You need at least 2.4 micrograms daily, but many experts recommend higher doses for seniors, 25 to 100 micrograms or even more. The best sources are animal products, meat, fish, poultry, eggs, and dairy. If you're vegetarian, vegan, or taking medications that interfere with absorption, you absolutely must supplement. Sublingual B12 tablets or B12 injections bypass the stomach acid problem entirely. If you've been experiencing numbness in your feet, unexplained fatigue, or balance problems, please ask your doctor to check your B12 level immediately. Magnesium, the muscle coordinator. Magnesium is another nutrient that's critically important for balance, yet roughly 50% of older adults don't get enough. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. But for balance, its role in muscle and nerve function is paramount. Every time a nerve fires, every time a muscle contracts, magnesium is required. It helps regulate the electrical signals that control muscle contraction and relaxation. When magnesium is low, muscles can become weak, crampy, and slow to respond. Magnesium also affects the vestibular system in your inner ear. Deficiency has been linked to vertigo and dizziness. Some studies suggest that magnesium supplementation can reduce the frequency of vertigo episodes. You need 320 milligrams daily if you're a woman over 50, or 420 milligrams if you're a man. The best food sources include leafy green vegetables, like spinach and Swiss chard, nuts and seeds, especially almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds, whole grains, legumes, and dark chocolate. But here's the catch. Many things deplete magnesium, including stress, certain medications like diuretics, and excessive caffeine or alcohol. If you're taking supplemental magnesium, choose magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate, which are better absorbed. Avoid magnesium oxide. It's poorly absorbed and mainly works as a laxative. Protein, the muscle builder. Let me talk about something that might surprise you. Protein intake and fall risk are directly connected. After age 40, you begin losing muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. Without intervention, you can lose 8% of your muscle mass per decade until age 70, and then the loss accelerates to 15% per decade. Less muscle means less strength, slower reflexes, and a much higher fall risk. Protein is the building block your body needs to maintain and rebuild muscle. But here's what most seniors don't know. Your protein requirements actually increase as you age. Your body becomes less efficient at using protein, so you need more of it to maintain the same muscle mass. Current research suggests that older adults need 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. That's significantly more than younger adults. If you weigh 150 pounds, 68 kilograms, you need about 68 to 82 grams of protein every single day. Spread your protein throughout the day. Your body can only use about 25 to 30 grams of protein at one time for muscle building. So eating all your protein at dinner doesn't work. Aim for 25 to 30 grams at each meal. The best sources are lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, legumes, and nuts. A 3-ounce serving of chicken or fish provides about 25 grams. 1 cup of Greek yogurt provides about 20 grams. 3 eggs provide about 18 grams. And please, combine your protein intake with resistance exercise, even light weightlifting or resistance bands. The combination of adequate protein and strength training can actually reverse muscle loss and dramatically improve balance and stability. Omega-3 fatty acids, the inflammation fighter. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA from fish oil, play a crucial but often overlooked role in balance. Chronic inflammation affects the inner ear and can contribute to vestibular problems. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that can help protect the delicate structures in your inner ear. They also support nerve health and improve muscle function. Research has shown that omega-3 supplementation can improve reaction time and muscle strength in older adults, both critical factors in preventing falls. You should aim for at least 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA daily. The best sources are fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, herring, and anchovies. Try to eat fatty fish at least twice a week. If you don't eat fish regularly, consider a high-quality fish oil supplement or algae-based omega-3 supplements if you're vegetarian or vegan. Section 3. Hydration and blood pressure. Now let's talk about something simple but absolutely critical: hydration and blood pressure management. Have you ever stood up quickly and felt dizzy or lightheaded? That's called orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when you change position. It's one of the most common causes of falls in older adults. Dehydration makes this much worse. As we age, our sense of thirst decreases. So you might be significantly dehydrated without even feeling thirsty. Dehydration reduces blood volume, which makes blood pressure drop more dramatically when you stand up. You need at least 8 8-ounce glasses of water daily. That's 64 ounces or about 2 liters. More if you're exercising, if it's hot, or if you're taking diuretics. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Set reminders on your phone, if necessary. Avoid excessive caffeine and alcohol, both of which are diuretics that promote fluid loss and can worsen orthostatic hypotension. Also, pay attention to sodium. While excessive sodium isn't good for most people, some older adults with low blood pressure and orthostatic hypotension actually benefit from slightly increasing their sodium intake. but only under medical supervision. Talk to your doctor about your individual blood pressure situation. When you stand up, do it slowly. Sit on the edge of the bed for a moment. Then, stand up gradually. This gives your cardiovascular system time to adjust and reduces dizziness. Section 4. Foods to avoid. Just as important as what you should eat is what you should avoid. First, excessive alcohol. Alcohol impairs balance and coordination immediately, but chronic alcohol use can damage the vestibular system and cause long-term balance problems. It also interferes with the absorption of critical nutrients like thiamine, vitamin B1, magnesium, and B12. If you drink, limit yourself to no more than 1 drink per day for women or 2 for men, and consider reducing even further. Second, excessive sugar and refined carbohydrates. These cause rapid blood sugar spikes and crashes. When blood sugar drops suddenly, you can feel dizzy, weak, and unsteady. High sugar intake also promotes inflammation, which can affect the inner ear and vestibular system. Third, excessive caffeine. While moderate caffeine is fine for most people, excessive amounts can cause jitteriness, anxiety, and balance problems. It's also a diuretic that can contribute to dehydration. Limit yourself to 200 to 300 milligrams per day. That's about 2 to 3 cups of coffee. Finally, be aware of medication interactions. Many common medications can cause dizziness or affect balance, including blood pressure medications, sedatives, antidepressants, and antihistamines. Never stop medications without consulting your doctor, but do ask if your medications might be contributing to balance problems. Sometimes, timing adjustments or dose modifications can make a significant difference. Section 5. Creating your balance-supporting meal plan. Let me give you a practical framework for eating to support your balance every single day. Breakfast. Start with protein and healthy fats. Think 2 to 3 eggs with vegetables and a slice of whole grain toast, or Greek yogurt with berries, nuts, and ground flaxseed. Add a glass of fortified orange juice for vitamin D. Mid-morning snack. A small handful of almonds or walnuts, great sources of magnesium and omega-3s, or cottage cheese with some fruit. Lunch. Focus on lean protein, grilled chicken or fish, with lots of leafy greens, which provide magnesium and other minerals. A spinach salad with salmon is almost perfect for balance support. Add beans or lentils for extra protein and B vitamins. Afternoon snack. Hummus with vegetables, or a protein smoothie with Greek yogurt, banana, spinach, and salad, and a tablespoon of ground flaxseed. Dinner. Another serving of lean protein, fish, poultry, lean beef, or tofu, with colorful vegetables and a serving of whole grains or sweet potato. Fatty fish like salmon or mackerel twice a week is ideal for omega-3s. Evening. If you're hungry, a small serving of Greek yogurt or a hard-boiled egg can provide additional protein without disrupting sleep. Throughout the day, drink water consistently. Keep a water bottle with you and sip regularly. Also consider a few key supplements after discussing with your doctor. A high-quality multivitamin designed for seniors. Vitamin D3, 1,000 to 2,000 IU. Vitamin B12, sublingual form, 100 to 500 micrograms. Magnesium glycinate, 200 to 400 milligrams. And omega-3 fish oil, 1,000 milligrams EPA, DHA combined. Section 6. Beyond nutrition. Now, nutrition is absolutely foundational, but let me quickly mention other critical factors for fall prevention. Exercise is non-negotiable. Balance exercises like Tai Chi, standing on one foot, or heel-to-toe walking dramatically reduce fall risk. Strength training maintains muscle mass. Flexibility work keeps you mobile. Even 20 to 30 minutes of exercise most days of the week can cut your fall risk in half. Have your vision checked annually. Poor vision is a major fall risk factor. Update your glasses as needed and make sure your home is well lit. Review your medications with your doctor or pharmacist. Ask specifically, could any of these contribute to dizziness or falls? Make your home safer. Remove tripping hazards like loose rugs. Add grab bars in the bathroom. Improve lighting, especially in hallways and stairways. Keep frequently used items within easy reach. Have your hearing checked. Believe it or not, hearing loss is associated with balance problems because the inner ear controls both hearing and balance. Consider a balance assessment with a physical therapist, especially if you've already fallen or feel unsteady. They can identify your specific weaknesses and create a personalized exercise program. Here's what I want you to remember. Falls and balance problems are not an inevitable part of aging that you just have to accept. The right nutrition, adequate vitamin D, B12, magnesium, protein, and omega-3s, combined with proper hydration, can make a dramatic difference in your stability and confidence. Every single day, I see patients in my practice who've regained their confidence, stopped using their canes, and reclaimed their independence simply by addressing nutritional deficiencies and following evidence-based balance strategies. But here's what matters most. You have to take action now. Don't wait until you've already fallen. Don't wait until you're recovering from a hip fracture. Start today. Get your vitamin D and B12 levels checked. Increase your protein intake. Add some balance exercises to your daily routine. Your independence, your quality of life, and potentially your life itself depend on the choices you make today. If you found this information valuable, please subscribe to Dr. Carter's Senior Health Guide. I create detailed, evidence-based content specifically for older adults who want to stay healthy, independent, and vibrant. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. And leave a comment below. I want to hear from you. Have you experienced balance problems? What strategies have helped you? What questions do you have? I read every comment and often create new videos based on your questions. Remember, aging is inevitable, but losing your independence is not. You have more control than you think. This is Dr. Minjun Carter, reminding you to stay steady, stay strong, and stay informed. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like.